Introducing you to the women who founded the Dumb Friends League more than a century ago.
Yeah, take a look at these historical photos we have for you. Jean Milne Gower founded the Dumb Friends League in 1910 after a trip to London, where she was inspired by a similar organization. 2 years later, in 1912, Dr. Mary E. Bates joined the league, and when they needed extra sheltering for animals, she allowed them to stay in the lobby of her medical practice. Molly Brown was also influential in helping get the word out about the league. Today, Dr. April Still is the first female president and CEO of the organization, and she says that their founders were women who were ahead of their time.
A lot of them were also involved in women's suffrage and getting women the right to vote. So they were activists in things that they really thought mattered, and I really see a common theme that they advocated for those who were vulnerable.
Dr. Still also clearly has a calming presence.
Say she's the puppy whisperer.
That puppy felt right at home sleeping in her arms. Coming up at 8:30, we're going to have the full story of the history of the Dumb Friends League as we celebrate Women's History Month. And now it is time for that big reveal that we have been talking about for the Dumb Friends League. Drum roll, please.
All right, here it is. You are going to look right here at the new name and logo you will see at the shelter. Humane Colorado was selected from input from the community, shareholders, staff, and their organizations. The organization believes that this better matches their 115-year legacy of enhancing lives of pets, people, and the community. One thing not changing is the services they provide. Humane Colorado remains dedicated to keeping the same programs and services. While you may think of just adoption or fostering, aren't they adorable?
They're
right
so
now?
adorable,
Oh,
yeah.
This organization goes beyond that with humane education, with events like summer camps for kids. They also offer vet services, spay and neuter clinics, and grief and pet loss support.
This week on 9 News Mornings, we are helping our partners at the Dumb Friends League. Now we know Colorado Humane launched that new brand. We've exclusively just shared that with you. But before we get to more of their stories and that interview with Dr. April coming up over on KTVD, we want to see the pictures of your rescue pets in your family. Text those to 303-871-1491. Here are a lot of the ones that you have already texted in this morning. There is nothing that kicks off the weekend better than the pictures of your happy pets.
Look at that sweetie crossing his paws right there on the top. We both have rescues from Dumb Friends League.
Yep, Humane Colorado.
Yes, and they are just the best. I love seeing all these rescues, so thank you so much for sharing them with us.